Previously on Sims Survivor. The remaining 12 castaways all merged into one tribe. At the immunity challenge, it came down to both Abigail and Dylan, but in the end, Dylan was able to secure safety for himself from tribal council. Back at camp, Jocelyn was able to find a hidden immunity idol. And at tribal council, after yet another tie vote, Justin unfortunately became the 7th person to be voted out of Sim Survivor. 11 castaways remain. Who will be voted out next? Hey everyone, welcome back to Sim Survivor. We are finally into the jury phase now. From this point moving forward, every sim that gets voted out will become a part of the jury. The jury will be able to determine who is going to win this game. So it's an important part of this entire competition. You want to appease the jury. Unfortunately, Justin was voted out in yet another close vote. Alyssa was able to survive another tie. It's very sad that he got eliminated. I was rooting for him, but unfortunately the odds were just not in his favor during that vote. Moving towards today's episode, we have yet another immunity challenge and another tribal council. I'm really looking forward to it. I think it's going to be another interesting episode. But yeah, without further ado, let's get back into it. That was yet another very close tribal council for Alyssa. She was almost voted out once again. It's definitely worrisome for the remaining two Tengu tribe members because Dylan and Alyssa are all that remains of the original Pink tribe. Everyone else has unfortunately been voted off. So I'm wondering if they're going to be the next two to be picked off and if it's just going to be 𝗦𝗂𝗀 versus 𝗵𝗂𝗎 for the rest of the game. At tribal council, Leon also received a vote from Alyssa. So I'm wondering if he's going to take next tribal's opportunity to get rid of her. I think moving forward, if Dylan or Alyssa don't win the next immunity, it's going to be one of them. It was just so divided all over the place that, like, it's really unpredictable about who's going to get voted out, but it's apparent to see who's not doing well socially and who's doing well socially. It was probably not easy for Dylan to have to vote out Justin. The two of them were very close. They had chatted a lot before tribal council and they had a great alliance together. So Dylan losing one of his big allies is definitely going to be a blow for his game. He's also a target now because he did win the immunity challenge, so I'm kind of worried for him. I've already mentioned that, but like it's apparent that him and Alyssa are at the bottom of the barrel at this point. Steven also received a vote from Jocelyn, and he also voted for Jocelyn. So the two immunity idol holders voted for each other, but I don't think they're aware that the other has the immunity idol. And out of nowhere, Ismail and Annabella have just started fighting. I don't know why. They have a really high relationship together. Like, they're almost at full capacity, so I don't know why they're fighting together. This is not good. This is a mess. I think Ismail won, though. Poor Annabella. I don't think that's going to be good for their friendship. It is now time for the next individual immunity challenge. Today's immunity challenge is called fishing, and here's how it works. 1 by 1, castaways will be able to fish into the pond. You will only be able to catch one fish. After everyone has caught a fish, I will then tally up all the fish. Whoever has the fish worth the most money will win immunity and will be safe from tribal council. In the event that you capture something that is not a fish, it will not count for anything. It will count as 0 in your scoring. So, without further ado, let's get to the challenge. In our first round of fishing, we have Abigail, Leon, Annabella, and Steven. And Abigail has caught a fish. And Annabella has caught a fish. And Steven has also caught a fish. Now we're just waiting on Leon. And Leon has finally caught a fish. We are now moving on to round 2. In our second round of fishing, we have Alyssa, Khaled, Calypso, and Luke. And our next round of fishing has commenced. And Luke has caught a fish, but he doesn't appear to be too happy with his findings. And Alyssa has caught a fish. And we're now waiting on Calypso and Khaled. And it appears that Calypso has given up on fishing, so she has caught nothing. And just as we say that, Khaled has caught a fish. This round is over. And our final round is Jocelyn, Ismail, and Dylan. And the final round has begun. And Dylan has caught a fish. We're now down to Ismail and Jocelyn. And with that, Jocelyn has decided to throw in the towel. She has caught no fish. And Ismail has caught a fish. It is now time to tally up the scores. Abigail scored 18 points. Leon scored 24 points. Leon is now in first. Annabella scored 22 points. Leon is still in first. Steven scored a 20. Alyssa scored an 18. Khaled scored a 6. Calypso scored a 0. Luke scored a 6. Jocelyn scored a 0. Ismail scored a 7. And Dylan scored a 7. Which means, congratulations, Leon, you have won immunity. You're safe from Tribal Council. Everyone else, one of you will be the next person voted out of Sim Survivor. Naturally, Leon is probably looking forward to the fact that he is safe at the next Tribal Council. It's a huge weight to be lifted off his shoulder. He did get a vote at the last one, so he just gets to relax for the most part and watch it all unfold, which is not something that I think he's going to be too upset about. Unfortunately, Alyssa was unable to win the immunity challenge. I think she's in a lot of danger for this upcoming Tribal Council, simply due to the fact that she got like 4 votes at the last one, and I don't know if she's been able to recover socially. She has been talking with people, but I don't know if she's been able to chat as much as possible. Leon and Annabella also got into a really big fight, like to the point where they were at a full relationship and now they're like not really. So I'm wondering if Annabella might be one of the targets at this upcoming Tribal Council, because when there was the combined tribal between 𝗬𝗂 and Tengu, she did get a lot of votes, so I don't really know what's going to happen. I'm trying to speculate on who I think is going to be in danger, but given recent Tribal Councils, you just can't predict some of this stuff. Like, it's all over the place, so only time will be able to tell. Welcome to Tribal Council. After 22 days in this game, one of you will be the next person voted out and the first member of our jury. Without further ado, let's get into the vote. Abigail, you're up first. It is now time to read the votes. Once the votes are read, the decision is final. The person voted out will be asked to leave the Tribal Council area immediately. If anyone has a hidden immunity idol and they would like to use it, now would be the time to do so. Okay, it's now time to read the votes. First vote, Annabella. Steven, that's 1 vote Annabella, 1 vote Steven. Alyssa, that's 1 vote Annabella, Steven, Alyssa. Luke, that's 1 vote Annabella, Steven, Alyssa, Luke. Jocelyn, that's 1 vote Annabella, Steven, Alyssa, Luke, Jocelyn. Ismail, that's 1 vote Annabella, Steven, Alyssa, Luke, Jocelyn, Ismail. Dylan, that's 1 vote Annabella, Steven, Alyssa, Luke, Jocelyn, Ismail, Dylan. Annabella, that's 2 votes Annabella, 1 vote Steven, Alyssa, Luke, Jocelyn, Ismail, Dylan. Luke, that's 2 votes Annabella, 2 votes Luke. Alyssa, that's 2 votes Annabella, 2 votes Luke, 2 votes Alyssa, 1 vote left. 8th person voted out of Sim Survivor, and the first member of our jury, Alyssa, that's 3 votes, that's enough, please come bring me your torch. Alyssa, the tribe has spoken. After this vote, it is evident that alliances are beginning to form. If you're not a part of one, I would highly recommend starting one. That's all I have to say. Head back to camp. Good night. And that concludes another episode of Sim Survivor. Unfortunately for Alyssa, she was unable to survive this tribal council. Her luck ran dry, and she has now left Dylan as the last surviving Tengu tribe member. I'm really intrigued to see who's going to be the next person voted out. I predicted that Alyssa would be eliminated this tribal, but moving forward, I have no idea because there's not a clear target amongst the entire group. So we'll just have to see in future episodes. Who are you rooting for? Are you shocked by tonight's tribal council? Are you shocked that it wasn't a tie or a rock draw? Leave your comments and inquiries down below. Thank you so much for watching. It honestly means the world to me. I'm so happy that you're enjoying this series. Even if it's like only 5 people viewing this, it means the world to me because I know that someone else is appreciating my hard work. So thank you so much. I hope you have a great day or night wherever you are in the world, and I'll see you later. Bye.